Helm distrusted Frigga, but called him to his councils, and he came when it pleased him. To one of these councils Frigga rode with many men, and he asked the hand of Helm's daughter for his son Wulf. But Helm said, "You have grown big since you were last here, but it is mostly fat, I guess." And men laughed at that, for Frigga was wide in the belt. Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we will be discussing Héra and Wulf, two main characters from the upcoming film The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any news from the mark. But now, let's get into it. So let's start with Héra, ladies first, am I right? Héra is the daughter of Helm Hammerhand. Although unnamed in the stories of Tolkien, she seems to hold quite an important role in this movie. Described as rebellious and complicated by Gaia Wise, who voices her, Héra will be tasked to lead the resistance against an army of Dunlendings. But let's start from the beginning. If we look at the appendices, we will find that Helm's daughter is only mentioned in the quote you heard at the beginning of this video. Other than that, her fate remains unknown, giving the writers of the movie a lot of creative freedom. Speaking of creative freedom, we should start with the name given to her by the writers. Helm, Helm's sons, Haleth and Hama make a clear pattern of family names starting with H. Fran Walsh suggested the name Héra after Hera Hilmar, the ice-sliding actress who starred in their film Mortal Engines. For the War of the Rohirrim, the name is spelled Héra, as you see on the screen, based on Old English. It was not intended to be a reference to the goddess Hera of ancient Greek religion, although ironic with Hera being the goddess of marriage. Furthermore, even the Old English word Hera seems to stem from the ancient Greek goddess. In Old English, Hera seems to be the female version of hero instead of the heroine that is used in modern English. Meanwhile, the etymology for the name of the goddess Hera isn't 100% clear, and one of the possible meanings is again the female version of the word hero in Greek, Eros. Nonetheless, given that Tolkien loved connecting the names to his characters' characteristics, I think he would approve, since Hera is this movie's heroine. If you want to expand your knowledge on War of the Rohirrim names, you can also read the article A War of the Rohirrim Onomasticon by Astrowandel on our website. It's common for daughters of kings to be married off to secure alliances. In this story, though, such marriage probably wasn't prestigious enough for the daughter of King Helm. From the trailer, it seems that Hera didn't want them married either. It will be interesting to see if the writers decided to show Helm allowing his daughter to have a say in the matter. For example, they could choose to have Helm accept the marriage proposal and later change his mind based on his daughter's wishes, although uncommon in such a setting. Based on the few lines of law, Helm opposed from the beginning such a proposal and found it offensive. Since basically nothing is known about her in the law, one can begin to speculate about her character only by reading what the cast and crew have said about her. Kenji Kamiyama, the director, suggested drawing inspiration from Ethelflaed, the Lady of Merchants, for creating the character of Hera. Apart from her political mods to Ethelred, Lord of the Merchants, Ethelflaed led merchant armies on expeditions which she planned against invasions by Viking armies. Since Hera isn't getting married off after all, and a key plot point of the movie is the invasion of the Dunlendings at Rohan, it's safe to assume that as Ethelflaed, so will Hera play an important role in the resistance of such invasion. Moving on to the grim side. Here we have a bit more details about him in the law. Wulf was the son of Freka, a Rohirrim lord who apparently holds significant Dunlending ancestry. During the failed marriage proposal, Helm killed Freka with one punch, and therefore Wulf was declared enemy to the king. He found refuge in Dunland, where he was welcomed with open arms, and was made the leader of the Dunlendings. For the next 4 years, Wulf would build up an army and ally himself with Easterlings, Haradrim, and Corsairs of Umber, all enemies of Rohan and Gondor. In the year 2758 of the Third Age, while Rohan's armies were occupied in the east, Wulf and his allies invaded from the west. And we will stop here with the lore dumping before any other major spoilers for the movie. As seen from the trailer, Hera and Wulf are childhood friends in this setting, which makes a lot of sense as they were both children of two very important men in the region of Rohan. One, the king of the land, and the other, a powerful and rich lord who claimed descent from King Freowyn, the fifth king of Rohan. Even if they weren't friends in Tolkien's mind, they were at least acquainted. What's interesting with Wulf's character is that he's not the villain from the beginning of the story, and he's not evil just for the sake of it. Someone could even suggest that his revenge-seeking reaction is justified. After all, it is a bit of an overreaction to kill someone over a marriage proposal for your daughter. In addition, Hera seems to reject Wulf as well, and regardless of Helm's stand, that would also affect him. In the terms of the film, Wulf is not only taking revenge for his father's uncalled death, but also defending his wounded pride. The trailer has hinted at a one-on-one between Hera and Wulf, both as children playing with their swords and as adults in the field of battle. It's quite interesting how these two characters are pinned against one another, both expected to fill the roles their fathers made for them. They are so similar, and yet they end up crossing each other. Besides the biggest battles, not many details are known about the war between the Rohirrim and the Dunlendings, and even less is known about Hera and Wulf. That of course gives the writers a lot of space to create their own story within the bounds of Middle-earth. Soon, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, will be on the big screen. Until then, let us know of your theories regarding Hera's and Wulf's story, and make sure to like and subscribe. Until the next video, my friends, goodbye.